How you doing today? Today I'm going to show you how to hide the address on your directory postings. This is something you can allow the actual end user to do from the back end, especially if they're a mobile business and don't want to show their address, but you still want to put something in this place like an address or a state. It's pretty easy to do, but there are a lot of little steps that's involved. Let's get this taken care of so you can put this into your directory. Let's go to the dashboard. From the dashboard, let's go to that custom post type that you created. Hit settings. From this area, I want you to put in a checkbox. This checkbox, I want you to label it hide address. Open it up. That's going to be your key, which is hide address. You want to keep the default as unchecked. You want them to be able to check it if they want to hide it or not. Admin name, we're going to put the as hidden address as well. I do like to put a little disclaimer inside the description that just basically says, you may hide your address, but we will still show you on the map. And that's one of the key things you want us to have them on the map so they are visible, especially if you're going to try to charge them for it. Then you hit save. Okay. Now, since we're already in here, I want to go ahead and do one more thing. I want to go to the address bar we have right here, because you got to have the address, and you see this where it says bubble map. Take that out, click it, get rid of it, save. What this does later on when you go to your map and you pull up a location like this, it won't show the address there. And sometimes you can forget that, so I try to make that one of the first couple of steps I do when I go into making a directory. Second piece is let's go into your theme builder. Mine may look a little different than everyone else's. I like to number all of my sections in the back that where it's easy for me to identify and go into. So let's go into your listing page. Let's go edit. Okay. Now your listing page, we're going to put an element in called GD post address. Go here. And once we have that post address in, I like to right click it and let's duplicate that immediately so we know we have that taken care of. So the first one is going to be the address that a person would put in if they want it visible. The second one is going to be the address when they click the button to hide it. So we have to put two elements in there to make this work correctly. The first element, what we're going to do is you can change the way it looks here. So I'm going to just put the icon in value. But we need to go to the advanced section, go down to classes, CSS classes custom, and go to GD CSS hide condition. From there, you're going to go and find that key that we did, hide address, click that. And as far as your condition, it's going to be is not empty. Then save it. Go to the next one, which is your bottom one, which is going to be the address or whatever information you want in there when it's done. We're going to go to the icon and value. I like this address template. If you click it, or excuse me, more hover over it, you can see the different variables you can put in that section. I'm just going to go with the city and zip code. You can see here. Then we'll go back into the advanced section. go to the CSS classes, click, go down to GD CSS hide condition, click the little wrench, we're going to look for hide address, and we're going to leave this one as is empty. Click, and let's save. From there, let's go into one of the custom post type businesses we put in. I'm going to use one Sunfrog. I'm going to open up the tab so we can look at that in a few moments. So that's the hide address. So as you can see right now, this is where I put the address. You see how the address is showing. I'm going to click hide address, update, go back to that page. This is where the address was. We click the button. This is what will be showing now, just the city and zip code. That's how easy it is to do it. But we're not finished yet, because there's another step that most people forget about when they're doing this. We did the listing page, but we also have a search page. We also have to alter that address in the search page. The way to alter it in the search page is to go back to your templates, theme builder, and you're going to go to archive item. Click. Now this archive item, that's the information you see right here inside your search page. And it's also the information you see on your front page here. This is the address that's currently in. So what I like to do is just go in, find that post address like we did before, and we're going to follow the same steps again. Grab the address, put it in here, duplicate it. We have two. The first one, we're just going to show icon and value for the address. Remember, we have to go to the advanced CSS classes, go down to GD CSS hide condition, click the wrench, bring it up, hide address is not empty. We'll go to the second one. Remember, here we still did the icon and value, but we put in the different codes for the city and zip. Now you can change that to whatever you want, but I'm just going to put the city and zip for now. Go back to the advanced section, go back down to the CSS classes, click, go to GD CSS hide condition, click. Remember, hide address. We're going to keep the condition as is empty. Save it. Let's go to the front of the page. At this time, what you're looking at is both the address. I still have the old address in there, but under it, you can really see that there's the Gaylord 49735 address. So what I'm going to do at this time, go back into the item, archive item, and then I'm going to delete the first one. What I'm going to do is add a little bit of padding only to kind of show you how it's going to look. I know you'll design it the way you want it, but just kind of give you an idea of what it can look like. Okay, go back to the front page. Now you can see all we have right here. So this is the one we altered. It's just the city and zip code. If we go back into the actual custom post type, go back to Sunfrog. Let's edit it. Let's take off the hide address. Refresh. You can see the address is back there. And if you went to the page, you can see the address is back here too. And if you want to hide it again, click hide. You can see it's back to the city and zip. Go back to the home page, city and zip, search page, city and zip. Now if you look on the map for that company, which is right here, click the map, it does not show because when we first started we took the map setting out, so you don't have to worry about that. Now if you did want to alter the way the address looks, this is where you can do that at. You can string together those different variables and create a more visually appealing address bar. So what I'm going to do is, I have some already prepared. I'm just going to paste it in. Gonna save. Now if you go back, see how it structured it a little bit better. Looks a little cleaner. Let's unhide it. Refresh. See the address is there. It's not running over. It's very this visually more appealing this way, but you do it the way you feel. Go back to the front page. You can see it's changed here as well. Well, I hope this helped everyone. Thank you again for listening.